The study trap. Do you ever feel like you're drowning in a sea of textbooks? You spend hours, maybe even days, hunched over your notes, highlighting every line until the page is a neon mess. You reread chapters over and over, hoping something will finally stick. But when the test comes, your mind goes blank. This isn't just you. It's a universal struggle. We call it the study trap. It's the illusion of being productive without actually learning. But what if I told you there's a way out? What if you could activate a God mode for your brain? A way to study so efficiently and so fast that life genuinely starts to feel like it's on easy mode. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, we're going to rewire the way you learn forever.
Part 1, the enemy, passive learning. Why your brain forgets everything you read. First, we need to identify the enemy. The main reason you're studying is slow and ineffective is because you're likely using passive learning techniques. Rereading your notes, watching a lecture without taking notes, or highlighting passages might feel productive. It creates what psychologists call a fluency illusion. The material becomes familiar, so you mistake that familiarity for actual understanding. But your brain isn't engaged. It's like watching a movie instead of acting in it. You're a spectator to your own education. To unlock God mode, you have to switch from being a spectator to being the main character. You need to engage in active learning. And we're going to do that with a powerful 3-step framework I call the ACE method. Absorb, consolidate, and execute.
Part 2. A for absorb. The Feynman Technique. Explain it to a 5-year-old. The first step, absorb, isn't about passively reading. It's about truly understanding a concept. And the best tool for this is the Feynman Technique, named after the Nobel Prize-winning physicist Richard Feynman. It's beautifully simple. Step 1, take a concept you want to learn. Let's say photosynthesis. Write the name of the concept at the top of a blank page. Step 2, explain that concept in your own words, as if you were teaching it to a 10-year-old. Use simple language, simple analogies. Don't just copy the textbook definition. Forcing yourself to simplify reveals the true depth of your understanding. Step 3. Now review your explanation. Where did you get stuck? What parts were confusing? Where did you have to use complicated jargon? These are the gaps in your knowledge. Go back to your source material, your textbook, the lecture, and fill in those gaps. Step 4. Repeat the process. Refine your explanation, simplify your analogies, and eliminate any complex terms until you have a clear, simple, and confident explanation. If you can explain it simply, you've truly absorbed it. Part 3, C for consolidate. Forging memories. Hack your memory. Active recall plus spaced repetition. Okay, you've absorbed the information. Now how do you make it stick? This is step 2, consolidate. This is where we forge that knowledge into long-term memory. We'll use 2 powerful, scientifically backed techniques, active recall and spaced repetition. Active recall is the opposite of passive review. Instead of reading your notes, you force your brain to retrieve the information from scratch. Close the book and ask yourself, what were the 4 steps of the Feynman technique? This act of struggling to remember is what strengthens the neural pathways. It's like lifting weights for your brain. The harder the retrieval, the stronger the memory becomes. You can do this by using flashcards, quizzing yourself, or trying to recreate your notes from memory. Next, you combine this with spaced repetition. Your brain naturally forgets things over time. The German psychologist Hermann Ebbinghaus
discovered this and mapped it in the forgetting curve. Spaced repetition is the act of reviewing information at increasing intervals. You might review a concept after 1 day, then after 3 days, then after a week, and so on. This strategic timing interrupts the forgetting process precisely when it's most effective. Apps like Anki or Quizlet automate this process for you. It's the single most effective way to lock information into your long-term memory.
Part 4. E for Execute. Deep Work Sessions. The Pomodoro Secret, How to Study for Hours Without Burnout. The final step of the ACE method is execute. Knowledge is useless if you can't use it or if you're too distracted to even start. This is about creating an environment for deep, focused work. And our tool for this is the Pomodoro Technique. It's simple, but incredibly powerful. You break your study time into focused intervals. Traditionally, it's 25 minutes of pure, uninterrupted work, followed by a 5-minute break. One 25-minute session is one Pomodoro. Why does this work so well? It fights procrastination because starting a 25-minute task feels much easier than starting a 4-hour study marathon. It also trains your focus and prevents burnout. During those 25 minutes, you are a machine. No phone, no social media, no distractions. Just you and the material. After about 4 Pomodoros, you take a longer break, maybe 20-30 minutes. By combining the ACE method, you absorb with Feynman, consolidate with active recall and spaced repetition, and then execute it all within focused Pomodoro sessions. This isn't just studying, it's a complete system for rapid, effective learning.
Finally, your life on easy mode. So let's bring it all together. The old way was hours of passive, frustrating work with little to show for it. It was life on hard mode. The new way, the God mode way, is a smart, efficient system. You learn faster, you remember more, and you perform better. But the real prize? You get your time back. You finish your work in a fraction of the time, leaving you with more freedom for hobbies, for friends, for rest, for life. This isn't a magic trick. It's a method based on proven cognitive science. It's available to you right now. Your challenge is simple. Don't just watch this video, apply it. Pick one thing, just one, from the ACE method and try it in your next study session. Which technique will you try first? The Feynman technique, active recall, or the Pomodoro method? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your experience. If you want to keep upgrading your brain and learning how to make life easier, make sure to subscribe to BrainFrame and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching. Now go and switch your life to easy mode.